Hey everybody, it's your host Cybergaming Studios and welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to show you guys on how to install and use OBS and set up OBS Studios on your computer. Now this is a very easy program to set up. There is very lot of options for advanced and for noobs. So if you're here to see on how to set it up, then you came to the right place. Now originally why I made this video is because my friend which is Commander Shepard, he wanted to know how to use OBS Studios because he had no idea how to use it, and he wanted to be able to use it and be able to record his gameplays of whatever he likes doing, and he just has no idea how to set it up or anything like that. So this guy will show him and you guys on how to install it and set it up. So the first thing you guys need before you install OBS Studio is you guys are going to need a redistributable. Now the redistributable that you need is called Visual Studio redistributable. It's called redistributable. I'm sorry I mispronounced it. And then once you can search it on any kind of search engine. I recommend either Bing or Google, mostly Google, and you will find a link that says the latest supported Visual C++ downloads. You need to click this one. It's the best one because I've been going it for about a few months now. And you're going to need to go and search find the one that says Visual Studio 2017. You're going to see two different files, and you'll need to download and install these two different ones. You can't install one, you can't install the other. You have to install both. Even if your operating system or CPU does not support 64-bit, you're going to need to install them both. Because even though that the OBS Studio will not use the one that your computer doesn't support, but it will use the one that doesn't. I don't know why OBS needs both of them, but that's how the way it is, and the only way you can get it running is by installing these two. Usually OBS as well takes you, if you try to install it, it'll tell you that you need to install these two as well, and it'll take you to their website downloading. But if you want the latest version of Visual Studio, which will work as well, just search to do what I did. So after you actually do that and you install those, you're pretty much done. You need to just make sure that you have the OBS Studio installer and set it up. I already have it set up, so I really don't need to show you on that guide on how to set it up. You just install it as normal. Just click next on I agree on everything, install it, and then run it. Once you run it, you will be shown a screen. I'm sorry if you see this. As I'm using OBS to record this video. Once you actually do open OBS for the first time, you will be given an auto setup wizard. You can set it up by, it'll give you some options on the FPS you want the recording to be, the resolution, and as well the scaling. However, you can leave those alone if you want to. I usually put mine to 60 FPS to record. And I kept the resolution as suggested, and then pretty much it. But if you plan ancillary skip no, you can always go back into tools and click audio configuration wizard. As you can see, I can't click it because I'm currently recording, and it will disable certain options while you record. So before we actually get into making other changes, if you don't want to use the setup wizard or make more changes after the setup wizard, here are a few things. If you're using the OBS to record desktop or anything like that, then you need to select display capture. In order to add display capture, which you can see on your screen right now, is click over here under sources and click the plus sign. There are going to be two options: display capture and game capture. If you want to add first, such as desktop or anything like that, then use display capture. If you want to record a game, then you use game capture. Now there is a problem with OBS Studio, and I think this happens with any other recording software, is that you'll see this little red borderline you can see on your screen right now. And the way how this is usually set up first when you do add a new source is that all of these dots in the corners will be aligned to usually to the top left corner. And the way how to make it full screen and fit screen is because if you have this in any kind of dimension beyond fit screen, that that's the dimensions it's going to record. So say if, for example, you have this right in the halfway, or this all the way up here, it's going to record whatever is inside this red line, or the red box. So you want to ensure that if you want it full screen, whereas a normal video would be all the whole thing, you would need to go, and after you select the source and you want to do it, you never want to edit manually because it can put it in reverse, and that's something that you don't want to do. So in order to do this, you need to press your right mouse button, and there is going to be a option called transform. On this option transform, there's going to be another drop down menu, and you'll need to always click to fit to screen. What it's going to do is immediately change the screen to fit the screen, so it won't be reversed, but it will look like what you're seeing on the video. So pretend this is the video right here, right now in the screen box, and this is what it's going to look like after you're done recording. Now, for me, in my situation, I have to use display capture to record my games because for some odd reason, even though that OBS is still in beta and I use the setup wizard, for some odd reason when I add game capture, it doesn't record any games. It records a game, but it's all black. So I don't know if it's my hardware or anything like that, but I highly recommend, if that's happening to you, switch to display capture. It will record your game. It will record audio within the game, and you will have no issues. I usually like to use this all the time. I usually, when I go and record, I'll start the recording. I'll be in my desktop, open the game, and then once I open the game and I do whatever I need to do, I exit out the game, and I usually stop it with the hotkeys. And I'll go and use this application called Power Director Mobile. You can actually get it on the Microsoft Store and you can buy the premium version for $10, and it just removes the watermark and gives you about it can increase render videos up to 1080p, which is really nice. I mean, it's not the most advanced editor out there, but you pretty much, if you want a really good editor, then this is for you. But pretty much, I don't use it for like all the special things. So once you actually go ahead and you get this all set up, you want to go and you want to ensure that you record your videos into MP4. You always want to record into videos into MP4s, because when you upload it to YouTube or anything, or you do like video editing, some editors that you want to use won't support FLV, WMV, etc., etc. So you want to always record it in MP4, so when you don't have to go and download a converter or upload it to a website, convert it, and then re-download it to a different format. In most cases, when you do convert it, they tend to lose quality. So you don't want to do that. You want to record as natively as possible. So how to do this is you want to go into File and OBS. You want to click Settings. It's going to open this little separate window. This will not change or alter your recording if you're recording. As you can see, I'm recording, but you will be given a few options. There are different options such as General, Stream, Output, Audio, Video, Hotkeys, and Advanced. The first thing you want to enter is the option called Stream. Now, if you're planning to stream, the way how to stream is basically you have a bunch of services that you're going to select. You basically select the service, and it will provide you a stream key. Mostly, I think it was Twitch. It's the same thing. But if you have a website like YouTube that doesn't give you a stream key, because YouTube, what they did was remove the stream key, because most programs like Streamlabs, they use a login to connect and stream kind of system, and this one uses the older kind of stream key. Basically, this doesn't have no issues with this when I stream, so this shouldn't be a bother. But the way how to get the stream key is download the program Firefox. What you need to do is go into your browser, go and type in Firefox, and you'll need to download Firefox. The way how Firefox works is that even though that Firefox is a browser that uses a lot of resources, I like Firefox. I don't have it installed personally. You can download this, and basically when you go into your YouTube channel, I'll show you what you guys need to do. When you go into your YouTube channel, you go into your dashboard, you're going to see a bunch of options. What you need to do is click live streaming, and on Firefox you will see a window pop up from the top bar giving you rtmp.youtube.com, and then it's going to give you a password Don't never click always, never click never. Just go and show password, copy it, and then what you need to do is go ahead and then paste it right here. Once it's pasted, just click apply, and whenever you live stream, it will authenticate with YouTube, and you will be on your way of streaming. What a great opportunity. Output. Now, this one is the most crucial part of recording. So you want to make sure that you put output mode to advanced. Now, for streaming, this is usually mostly used for both high-end and low-end PCs, but it's better to have more performance in your end than having no performance at all. So you want to make sure that you put advanced, and you want to set your GPU usage preset to ultra fast. What this means is that instead of using all your CPU, it will still use CPU power, just use less of it, and you won't lose quality in your videos, and it really doesn't matter. But it does make this a significant performance within the program and your PC, so you don't have to worry about using too much RAM, too much CPU usage, and as well a lot of resources. So this is one of the best things. Just put ultra fast and you'll be all set. You don't have to change rate control, you don't have to change bit rate, you don't have to use custom buffer size. These are all used for advanced users. You don't have to change risk output unless you really want to upscale it. You can actually upscale it if you want to manually using video, and it's a more easier, and I'll show you guys that in a minute. So once you actually set all this, you don't have to really worry about this. All you have to worry about is CPU usage preset, and as well you're going to need to go into the option recording. Now the difference between recording and streaming is that they're both two different things, and they both can actually combine and connect with each other. So for recording, you want to ensure your recording format is on MP4. It's going to tell you, warning, recording saved to MP4 will be unrecoverable if the file cannot be finalized. Eject. E.g. example, as a result of BSOD's power losses attack, if you want to record multiple audio tracks, consider using MKV and remix the recording to MP4 after it's finished file remix recordings. So I use MP4, and I usually love this format because I can edit it using my video editor, and as well can upload it to YouTube faster. It's way more faster to upload to YouTube. And what you need to do is to change recording format to MP4. Go to your encoder and just set it to use stream encoder. This way you don't have to worry about either having to change two separate ones. You can just basically change it from the streaming encoder, and it will just do dandy. So for audio, you can leave these alone. You don't have to do anything unless if you're looking for like a specific thing. Then you can go in here. For video, if you want to record or stream your video games or whatever you're streaming in 60 frames per second, you can actually change this to 60, and it will record or stream in 60 frames per second. For output, this is going to be whatever when you record, it's going to scale to the output and resolution. So I have mine set to my native screen, so it's basically 1080p max, and this is the basis it's going to record it, and this is the output scale that's going to be outscaled. Now, downscale filter is basically for those if you're having low-end PC, just click bilinear. It's going to be blurry if you do upscale, but it shouldn't be a problem. You'll still be able to see the player, just like more shittier. And so if you want to just like balanced, then just leave default by Bubic sharpen scaling 16 samples. There is another one that's 32 samples if you want more samples, but I usually like keeping Bubic. It doesn't really affect that much of the computer, but you pretty much have, you know, the best of the best. So how do I record my videos without having to go into the program and I'm in a game and or wherever I'm using the play catcher or game catcher? How do I stop the gameplay? Now you can actually, or streaming, you can actually set up your own specific hotkeys. For me, I always use for recording. I never usually stream. When I do stream on this, I'll just switch these with this, and I'll have it like that, and then I'll switch it back whenever I'm going to record. But what I have is on my keypad, I have the number plus sign as my start recording, and I have my number negative sign as to stop recording. And the reason why I have like this is because I don't want to go into the program and having to stop it and then go in the video editor and having to do much edits. And this is going to help you a lot, especially if you don't have dual monitors. And if you don't have dual monitors and you just have one single monitor, this is going to help because you don't have to worry. I know there is going to be temptation of having to check whether if, you know, the OBS is recording, But I highly suggest, if you have a video editor, then you can just go ahead and edit that out later, when I'll show you guys how to do that. But advanced, you don't have to change anything, but general priority, if you want to change your priority of your recording, if you want to be above normal, if you want to hiding, meaning that the program will basically terminate other programs that are taking over, and it will be more of a priority. I have this set to normal. You can set this any way you want, but I never select to below normal. You just want to keep it either normal, above normal, or high, depending on your preference. And once you actually once you actually go and confirm all your choices, just click apply. It's going to apply the settings, and you're good to go to start recording. Once you're done, you just press OK, and you'll be all set. Now, as I said, if you're not sure that if you're recording or not, and you want to ensure that if you're recording and you want to make sure that you're recording, test your hotkeys first. You can go into your task right here, into your taskbar, and see if it's recording. If it's recording, it'll have like a red dot on it. If it's not, then you'll see nothing. You'll just see the icon. But if you see it recording while you're using your hotkeys and it records, then your pretty much hotkeys are fine. Just remember that you cannot. This is a bug with it that if you try to start it while being in the program, it will not work. There's sometimes where when you press your hotkey, it won't start recording. So the only way to do this is by bringing it down, click your desktop, whatever you're doing, and then press your hotkey, and then you can check it if you're in here and there. You don't have to check it most times, but when you're very curious if it's gonna work or not, then you can definitely check it in here, and you'll be on your merry way. Just remember that if you're planning to get a video editor or a very cheap editor, and you don't need a lot of things, you just want to edit it, you want to clip things that you don't need, or higher volume or lower volume, or add music, try Power Director. This is a gameplay that I did with Clinic of Evil. I think I don't have the file recordings. I think I've deleted them. They'll probably tell me that the videos are not available. As you can see here, they're not available. But here you can actually edit and clip out a video like this. You can select them and add and raise the volume to them. And you can pretty much do a lot of things. You can add text, effects, you can add music. Unfortunately, with this program, I have the pro version, which is only costs $10 to get. You have to have them your audio formats in M4A. You can't have them in MP3. You have to convert them to M4A, and it really sucks. But who do you put music in their videos these days? But other than that, that's all I have for you guys today. If you guys did enjoy this video, I hope you guys did. If you guys would love to drop a like on this video, and Commander Shepard, let me know if you got this video and you watched it and it helped you out. I would love to see if it did. I'm hoping it did. And I hope if this helped you out making videos on your computer, then congratulations, you did it. But if you're still having some issues, let me know in the comment section below, and I'll gladly help you as much as I can. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. This video was not supposed to be uploaded until in the future. I was going to upload this video way in the future, but my friend really needed it, and I wanted to help him with it, so hopefully this will help him, and as well you if you're planning to start YouTube or just coming back to YouTube and trying to use OBS for the first time. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.